Hey everyone, Rocky here, and I'm back with another pick a card reading. Today we're doing Why Haven't They Reached Out? All right, this is pile number 1, 2, and 3. Take a moment, see which one resonates most. There can be more than one, and we'll jump right in. Hello, hello. For those of you who chose pile number 1, this is your reading, and you chose this stone right here. All right, let's see. Why haven't they reached out? That's interesting. I'm getting the word citrine. Let me look here. That sounds like a stone. I'm not completely familiar, but I am getting citrine. I'm just curious. Sorry, I'm gonna Google it really quick for you guys because I'm really curious. It might be helpful in some way. Okay, wow. Yeah, this is a stone. It's a yellow to reddish orange member of the crystalline quartz family. And it is good for positivity and optimism. I don't know if that means anything to any of you, but that came through pretty strong. I normally do not get stones, so. Okay, so I'll put this down here. I'm getting the woods. I don't know if somebody likes nature or if somebody lives in that kind of area. That might be a clue. Somebody feels very work and career focused. Okay, there's a lot of doubling up here, actually. We have the Four of Wands twice. I'm getting the Hermit card right now. So it sounds like somebody has kind of been in hiding. I don't think that they've really come out. And so I think this is a huge drive as to why they have not reached out. It sounds like they're going through things, and you may be a little bit surprised as to what exactly they've been going through. It doesn't seem that they've really been sharing this with many people. And they may be at a bit of a crossroads in their life. This may have to do with home and family. The Four of Wands is just really heavy. I don't know if they moved. They could have changed locations. We do have the Wheel of Fortune twice. So it just seems like they're kind of juggling a lot. There's a lot hidden. I'm getting the sign Aquarius, Sagittarius, Leo. I feel like they're afraid to say something to you. It's like they want to tell you and explain things. The Three of Swords is here twice, so it really feels like there's some heaviness going on here. I'm gonna move this back a little bit. I want you guys to be able to see. It just feels like there's a lot going on here. They seem torn between two situations. It doesn't need to be another person per se. This person also may be paying for things karmically. It almost seems like, you know that saying, don't throw stones at glass houses? That's kind of what's coming through. And it just almost seems like this person had some karma to pay. It doesn't mean they're a bad person, but there may have been things that weren't great that they did, or maybe how they thought. Maybe they were judgmental of people, and this kind of caught up to them. I feel like a lot of their friends, they can't trust them anymore. And there just seems to be a heaviness around you. Now, I don't know if you're a Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or you just have this very earthy, grounding energy that perhaps they lack. You have a great intuition and a very good heart. Definitely don't change that. I feel like sometimes maybe you feel that you're too good to people, or you were too nice, or you're worried that they took advantage of you, or, you know, they have the upper hand in some way. You know, maybe you didn't stand up for yourself in the way you would have liked. But what I'm getting is that two wrongs don't make a right. And by you being the bigger person and not stooping to their level, it's actually making you look so much better. And that wins at the end of the day. It's really, you didn't let your ego get the best of you. And I do feel that a lot of opportunities in love are missed because, and just in life, because of ego and pride. And it, honestly, you need to have a fine balance. And there's definitely a difference between that and confidence. This person, it's like they're used to experiencing pain in their life, and some people don't feel that they deserve happiness. So I think that's a big part of this person and why they're holding back. And some of them may be a bit jaded, and they're projecting their past wounds onto you. So they're very slow in coming forward. For some of you, you know, it really depends on where they're at in their process of growth and, you know, their spiritual path in terms of them coming forward or not. If they can get out of this Five of Cups phase of feeling sorry for themselves, then maybe they can come forward. But as of right now, they've been very King of Swords, which maybe they really are a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or maybe you are. But either way, they are really just, they're kind of set in their ways at the moment, or they were, and being stubborn. And what's interesting though is I feel like a lot of the things they said, they know are wrong. So if they said things to you or did things that were out of line or just not fair treatment to you, I feel they are aware of this, but they did it anyway. And there again, that's pride, that's ego. And so the universe was offering them this cup and they didn't go for it because of this. I think that they can be a bit rigid or strict with their line of thought, and that really got them in a bad spot with you because you're not going to put up with this kind of BS. They know that, but I just don't feel that you have the same karmic debt that they do, because you've been leading your life in a different way, and I don't feel that you have the same karmic debt. Some of them, they may have children, or maybe I'm getting 2 kids. Doesn't have to be, that's just for some of you. What's funny is I feel for the majority of them, they're fairly intuitive, or they're aware of what's going on. But like I said, it's their pride and ego that they really need to work on. I feel that maybe for some of them, they have been talking to family, friends, maybe even an advisor, some kind of therapist, counselor about their issues. And I feel like maybe it's helping them resolve some of these wounds, maybe even childhood wounds. And there'll be some change going on in a way that they can properly come forward in the event that they do. I think there was also a lot of confusion surrounding you. So maybe there were things that they weren't clear about, or they had a false impression about. And I feel like they've been doing the inner work. For some of them, they've made a lot of progress in a short amount of time because they have been so MIA. Yeah, we have the Hermit, which is what I heard at the beginning of this read. I do feel that they're slowly getting enlightened. You may be dealing with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The King of Pentacles energy is here. Definitely, I want to say some childhood wounds, really trying to unravel why they are the way they are today. For the majority of these people, I feel that you're dealing with, I don't think that they feel they deserve happiness, and they need to really flip this around. Like I feel like they've been leading their life with this dull kind of view that this is just how it has to be and I have to suffer, where they could flip it around and look at all the roots, all of this growth can be beautiful, and it's important to be vulnerable, and you know, we all deserve happiness. Happiness is a birthright. So I feel that they have been, you know, trying to do the work. And yeah, I feel that for most of them, they are getting more enlightened. Some of them may have been trying to figure out career, and maybe a lot of them went through a big change in their career. They could have left what they were doing before, and I mean, they could have gone into a completely different realm, or so, you know, the energy can go both ways. I'm sensing a very big career shift for someone. And if this is somebody who is more money driven and not doing the spiritual work, you know, money is good, money is not a bad thing, but you also don't want to sacrifice your morals, your integrity, your spiritual growth, you know, because then you're just kind of left with this emptiness. Five of Cups. I don't feel that this person has been taking the best care of themselves. I think they just got in a really bad spot, and you may not have heard from them for a while for some of you. I do feel that they've been in a place of healing and trying to figure out their next move. But I feel for most of them, they're ready with the full energy here to take a leap towards what it is they want. I feel that they're connecting all the dots and everything is starting to make sense, but it just seems like it's more about them as to why they weren't coming towards you. It's really a lot of stuff that they just needed to take a step back and say, okay, I need to really work on myself, because, you know, they're making poor decisions, and, you know, you were probably a casualty in a lot of this, is what I'm getting for this pile. It just feels like you really got the brunt of where they're at in their journey. You may even be twin flames, because this just sounds very karmic to me, the way this is playing out, and there's often long periods of separation when it comes to twin flames. It could be years, and this could have triggered a lot of old wounds within yourself as well. So this period was kind of needed for both of you to take a step back from each other. I think it caused a lot of confusion, but I do get that there'll be some enlightenment soon on both sides, and that is why they haven't reached out. They really needed to do the inner work, which is probably better, because otherwise they would just perpetuate the cycle that they've been in. And although painful in the moment for those of them that have grown and are able to come back towards you and kind of explain their journey and why they have been silent with you and have not reached out, then I see that being, you know, a needed conversation. Now, I would probably be open-minded that this person probably has not completely changed, and they probably need more time to continue this self-work and self-healing. But I would say, for the most part, you know, if this is something you feel is worth working on when they reapproach, you'll know what to do. But that is why this particular person appears to have not been reaching out. So I really hope that's helpful and provides some insight on the situation. Please comment below. I love to hear from you guys, even if it's just an emoji. Like, don't be shy, okay? I'm gonna look for you. Comment below. And yeah, let me know any other reads you guys want to see. I always write them down and make sure to get to them. And I'll see you guys next time. Mwah. Bye. Hey guys, for those of you that chose pile number 2, this is your reading, and you chose this stone right here. So let's see. Why have they not reached out? Ace of Cups, 3 of Wands, Daughter of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, 10 of Cups, Knight of Wands, 8 of Wands, 6 of Cups, Ace of Cups again, the Empress, 2 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Judgment, Judgment again, 5 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. Okay. For some of you, you guys have a mutual friend, and it seems like this person may help bring you two together, is what I'm getting. That won't be for everyone, or you just happen to know someone in common. Off the bat, they were just so attracted to you. I'm really zoning in on the Empress here. There may be an age difference, whether you're older or they're younger, vice versa. It almost feels like you're younger. Some of you have very big eyes, kind of doe eyes. I feel that you come off a bit reserved is what I'm getting, like polished, reserved, some of you. Okay, so in terms of why they haven't reached out, for some of you, they had, I feel, chatter in their ear in a negative way, and it doesn't necessarily have to be that someone else was talking bad about you. It could have even been like, I don't know, let's say there is an age difference, right? Like somebody just kind of pushing them in another direction, like, oh, maybe that's not a good idea, or maybe you guys are in two different places in your life, and you know, you should find someone who's more at the same place and time as you are, if that makes sense. But this person feels very together, and they really should not be listening to that kind of advice, because it seems that you two are on, you know, would be a good match for each other is what I'm getting. The energy here is good. I don't feel, you know, conflict in this kind of connection. We have the Ace of Cups twice, and it just seems like it was kind of immediate for them is what I'm getting. So we have King of Pentacles here. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You don't have to be. They could, like I said, just be very together and mature. So for example, if they are younger than you, then, you know, you guys match in terms of where you're both at in your life. Whereas if they have someone in their ear advising otherwise, then they may think, you know, well, maybe they're ready to settle down, and maybe this is too soon for you, that kind of vibe. But I feel that you two, like I said, at least emotionally are kind of on the same level. Interesting. So for some of you, you're very strong and independent, and I don't know if this person, it's not like they're not attracted to that and that they don't want that, but I think sometimes it can also be intimidating and like, oh my God, I really need to have my you-know-what together, because they're very driven and they're very this and that, and it could have kind of scared them off. And typically, even when people want this kind of energy, right, they may be saying, oh, I want someone very driven. But sometimes when you're actually presented with that, it can make them feel inferior, or it can scare them, or make them feel inadequate in some way. You may be dealing also, they could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You may be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or just have this Queen of Swords vibe, right? So very kind of stoic, to the point, no BS. And you may be very fun and friendly and all this stuff, right? But they know that you mean business. And so that can be where that intimidation, this inner burning strength that you have within you, it can be a little intimidating. So like I said, some of you may be very, very driven and really ambitious, and this can kind of be a lot for someone, you know, because they know they have to be on their A game with you. And it's not to say that you are high maintenance or anything like that, but people can just sometimes get these preconceived notions in their head. It feels like they were ready to leap with you. It's like they were just ready to go, but then something seems to have stopped them, because we do have this Five of Cups vibe, and especially this Knight of Swords energy. I was really focused on that, and then along with this Fool card, it's like they were ready to go. They were like, okay, they were going to jump into it, and it almost seems like something stopped them. They admire you, they really like you. But like I said, something kind of stopped them. So why didn't they reach out? Whoa. Okay, that was aggressive. That just shot out. We have Three of Swords, the Star. So I don't know if something really suddenly changed. They're having a very hard time letting you go if they had tried to do that. We have three of swords, the Empress, the Star. They just find you so attractive. It's crazy. I mean, I'm really zoned in on this Empress energy here, and it came out twice. The Lovers. It's like everything was on point with you two. So I don't really know what changed here. It's like they had to maybe make a decision for some of you between you and someone else. You could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. They're really holding in these feelings for you. Very King of Cups. We have the Devil. There's so much attraction here. They could have been clouded about something. We have the Judgment here and the Sun card. So they may have gained clarity about something, and they needed to get this clarity in order to make a better decision. And they seem a bit all over the place. So if they are a fire sign, then they're too quick to make decisions, and they need to have a little more patience. I feel like you guys could have shared a moment where you opened up to them and or they opened up to you. And so, you know, the fact that they're not reaching out and stuff, I think that can be really extra painful, especially if you did open up to someone and kind of share a more vulnerable side of you. But they like this about you. I feel that, like I said, I feel like they just, for some of them, they made a rash decision. And it's like they could have had it all, but they needed to be a little more patient because they were clouded when they made that decision. I keep getting cards for me making decisions. So the Two of Wands, the Two of Swords, these are just kind of crossroads that you find yourselves in. Oh, see, I wanted to pull it again. Two of Swords. And for some of them, you know, they may have a little maturing to do. They feel very mature, but in terms of this in and out energy or making rash decisions, they need to kind of calm it down and really think about these things before moving forward, because you can really ruin or taint a connection. I think for some of them too, they need to get out of their comfort zone, and they may be going for a similar type of person, but they need to get out of that energy. Some of them could even have struggled to let an ex go. But you truly feel like a ray of sunshine. You really feel like somebody fun and exciting and somebody that would be different for them. And it just seems like there was some fear and some need for clarity on their part in order to have made the appropriate decision. And I don't think that they gave it enough time. They, like I said, could have been juggling someone else with that Two of Pentacles here and made a bad decision. So many cards of decision making, Two of Swords again. So I'm gonna say that a lot of them had some kind of decision to make, and this is why they didn't reach out to you. So much Queen of Wands energy. Leo, Aries, Sag. So yeah, I feel like, I mean, we have Queen of Swords again too. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but yeah, I think they had some kind of decision to make for most of them. And the energy is beautiful here. I mean, we do have the Ace of Wands, so there's a good chance that they will come back around and try to explain themselves to you and hope for a fresh start. The Star card is here a lot, so they may really be hoping that you'll understand. So that is what I'm getting as to why they have not reached out. I hope that provides a bit of clarity. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please comment below, even if it's just an emoji. I will look for it. I always respond, and if there's any reads you'd like me to do, I always write them down and we'll get to them. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Mwah. Bye. Hey guys, if you chose pile number 3, this is your reading and you chose this stone right here. Wow, okay, we are starting off with the Tower. So this is why this person has not reached out. I'm picking up a mother figure off the bat. I don't know if, you know, this won't pertain to everyone. I don't know exactly what that means, but something about their mom either being very involved or something like that. 8 of Swords, 10 of Wands. This person feels they feel like they're living their life by other people's beliefs and standards and what they feel is right. So I feel that, you know, the person they pick is highly dependent upon maybe what their parents think or what their friends think, or, you know, instead of just thinking for themselves. And I think this has left them feeling very afraid and sheltered and not very free. That's not a very freeing mentality to be in, to be boxed in by everyone else and have all of your life decisions basically dependent on other people. So I feel that they have this deep need to be accepted, and, you know, this can kind of get you in a place of feeling actually more alone and less accepted. And I feel like they're in a place where they could be very close to kind of breaking from this kind of thinking and just wanting to break out of that. But as of right now, it seems like they're just carrying this burden. So we have the King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, Page of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, Page of Swords, 9 of Swords, Justice, Hangman, 6 of Wands. I want to say that there's something for some of them within their sorry, I'm very focused on the family in this reading, so I don't know if family is very important to this person, but it just seems like there may be something within their parents' relationship that has shaped their view of love and how they approach people, and so this could kind of be tripping them up. Whether they, you know, I don't think they're fully aware of it. They may be, you know, starting to become aware of it, but it's leading them down the wrong roads. 7 of Swords, Ace of Wands. There's something they need to tell you. I feel they're not telling you. So that's interesting, because with the Tower and the Ace of Swords, you may be a little shocked by what it is they tell you, because I do see there's a high probability, given this, that this person will reach out and they will explain to you what's going on. And the story they gave you initially, it could even be very different from that story, or they may be expanding upon that, and it may surprise you kind of what's going on, or why they acted the way they did, or why they didn't contact you. We have the Hangman, so it seems like they're in a deep state of contemplation and thinking, and you both kind of held back fully expressing feelings. I feel that you may have not felt that you could fully share those feelings, and they also held back. So because they held back, you then did not have the platform and the openness to share how you feel. I feel they are aware of this, but now because they've done this, it's put them in a state of now questioning how you do feel about them and what you do think of them now. And they're kind of in a pickle now, is what I'm getting, because they don't have the confidence of knowing, okay, they feel this way about me, or they think this of me. They don't really know. Ace of Pentacles. I don't feel that you give too much away, I guess is what I'm also trying to say, is I feel that when you feel comfortable, you know, when someone's open with you, you're open with them, but not necessarily when they're not open. You're not just going to pour yourself out there. I don't know if there's drama kind of going on in their life, or there's some kind of disruption here with the 5 of Wands. For me, this is, you know, a lot of other people's involvement or things going on in their life. Some of them really thought they had it all figured out too. They thought, you know, okay, I'm heading in the right direction, making the right decisions, but I think they're really kind of questioning and trying to go from this to this, right? Where he's enlightened. King of Wands again, so Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. A lot of you really are probably dealing with a fire sign, but it doesn't have to be. They can just have this very, you know, action-oriented kind of fiery way about them. Some of you are a Queen of Swords energy, or you may actually be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or have those traits. I feel that you know deep down how they feel about you. But by them being so King of Swords, it's funny, you guys keep matching each other's energy. I feel like this is a strong connection. I feel for some of them, they had to make a decision that they may be struggling with. It may not have been the right decision. And like I said, especially if they're living their life based on what other people think, then this is going to be a huge problem in terms of them achieving the happiness they want. Because clearly if they want you, but people are advising to go with someone else, or that seems like the most appropriate choice, it's like, you know, love isn't logical, and it really should, you know, you should lead with your heart. I mean, you don't want to let logic go out of the window, because that's not good either. Because at the end of the day, love is a choice. It's work. It's, you know, hard to explain. Don't take my advice. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But I just know that, you know, you can't... How am I trying to explain this? I'm doing an awful job. It's not completely a choice. That's not exactly what I'm saying. Okay, I will give you the perfect example because I'm butchering this. So, there is a poem by E.E. Cummings. Okay, if you're not familiar with this poem, please look it up. But it's called, I think it's called Since Feeling is First. Okay, so I'm not gonna read you the whole thing, but I want to read you the beginning. And the beginning is, since feeling is first, who pays any attention to the syntax of things will never wholly kiss you. That is so powerful. So somebody who is too fixated on the little details, the little order in which things go, will never wholly kiss you. Because why? A truly amazing and passionate kiss, you should lose your mind. You should just not think. You should just poof. You should just, you know, it shouldn't be mechanical, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, this is such an amazing poem. So please look it up, please. And comment below. Let me know what you think. But it's true. I mean, you have to let yourself go. You don't want to be hung up on every little thing. And you know, you can't, to fully find love, you know, some people either, I call it like resume shopping, you know, oh, well, they have to have this job, they have to have that, they have to, you know, all these boxes to check off. It can severely limit you because you're not focused on the person themselves and the chemistry. How do you feel around them? How do they make you feel? All those things, you know, that you can't fully put into words. That's what you want to look for. And this person, I feel, you know, like I said, if they're listening too much to other people, then then you're not losing your mind in it, are you? You're not letting yourself go. But they need to be the Fool. This is how they need to be, because right now they're burning with this. They're sitting with this. You could be a fire sign as well. We have some Queen of Wands energy. This is so similar to pile number 2. So if this pile resonates, I recommend you maybe taking a peek at pile number 2, because this is very, very similar. and I feel that there's helpful messages for you there. They find you extremely attractive, extremely intoxicating, but like I said, they are making poor decisions out of reasons that just shouldn't be a reason, right? To not be with you. We have King of Cups, so they are withholding feelings. Three of Cups. Three of Cups in this deck, it just reminds me of talking to people. So I don't know. It just seems like there were outside influences, whatever that may be, that kept them from you. But please know, I don't feel that this is how they truly feel. In their heart, like, you're their number one choice. You are who they keep coming back to. And I think it's causing a lot of mental confusion and upset. But I do see Ace of Wands here, so potential for them to, you know, a fresh start and to explain themselves. It will be different for all of you, but if they can reach this full energy and just come towards you. Yeah, they are not happy walking away from you. I think that was very difficult. They're not happy at all. So yeah, this hurt you. I feel it annoyed you. I feel it put you in a place that you probably didn't expect. And I feel that this is kind of gnawing at them. So yeah, definitely check out pile 2 if this resonated for you. I really feel like those are very similar. I'm a little shocked how similar. So I truly hope this helps give you a little insight at least. Thank you guys so much, as always, for watching. And please comment below. I love hearing from you guys and appreciate you sharing your stories with me. And even if it's just an emoji to say hi, I always look for your comments and will respond. So thank you guys. And if there's any other reads you'd like me to do, I'm happy to write them down and I will get to them. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys. Mwah. I'll see you next time. Bye.